Dengan izin Ya Arif, persidangan mahkamah pada hari ini dijalankan secara sidang video atas persetujuan semua pihak berikutan Perintah Kawalan Pergerakan yang berkuat kuasa sehingga 26 Januari 2021. Hakim yang bersidang pada hari ini adalah Ya Arif, Dato Seri Mariana binti Haji Yahya. Pempetisyen pertama WA 18-49-01-2020 Tan Wei Gan.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya Tan Wei Gan, pempetisyen pertama untuk hari ini.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya Wong Chang Kiat. Saya adalah peguam pengusul yang mewakili pempetisyen pertama Tan Wei Gan.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Muhammad Fitri bin Sadaruddin, SFC bagi pihak Jabatan Peguam Negara.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya S. Malam mewakili Majlis Peguam. Terima kasih.
Dengan izin Yang Arif,
Syugan Rahman mewakili Kuala Lumpur Bar Komiti dan Selangor Bar Komiti.
Baik, Mr. Wong.
dengan izin Yang Arif, saya ingin memohon kebenaran Yang Arif untuk meneruskan hujah saya dalam bahasa Inggeris.
Dibenarkan?
Terima kasih Yang Arif. Yang Arif, may I introduce the petition? Yang Arif, may I introduce the petitioner, Tan Wei Gan. Your petitioner was born in the beautiful island of Pulau Langkawi, Kedua, and is youngest child of Mr. Tan Chung Kwang and Madam Chin Kim Pin. Your petitioner pursued his Bachelor of Law degree at the Northumbria University, Newcastle, in United Kingdom, Yang Arif, and continued with his barrister's professional training course at the same university. Your petitioner was then admitted to the Bar of England and Wales by the Honourable Society of Lincoln Inn on 28th of November 2019. Thereafter, Yang Arif, your petitioner commenced his pupillage in the firm of Mrs. Gary Tay and Yam under the tutelage of my learned friend, Mr. Gary Tay Chin Yong. Today, the petitioner wishes to take this opportunity to express his utmost gratitude to his mother, Madam Chin Kim Pin. He would like to thank his mother for her unwavering support and encouragement, without which he would not have been able to achieve any of the milestones in his life. The petitioner would like to thank his pupil master as well, Mr. Gary Tay Chin Yong, for providing him with opportunities and guidance throughout his pupillage. In particular, exposing the petitioner to the practical aspect of the art of advocacy, persuasion, and negotiation skill. Through his master, your petitioner had learned that justice does not come in a silver platter, that you have to strive for justice and stand up for the ideals of doing what is right. The petitioner also would like to take this opportunity to extend special thanks to his colleagues, J. Ko, Si Zhipen, Chiu Chi Hui, Mr. Jackson Yam, Lillian and Ashley from the firm of Mrs. Gary Tay and Yam. The petitioner also expressed his gratitude to his mover today, who has kindly agreed to take time out of his busy schedule to move his call. Yang Arif, saya percaya bahawa semua surat cara pempetisyen adalah sempurna dan teratur. Saya juga sesungguhnya percaya bahawa pempetisyen adalah seorang yang berkelayakan menurut Akta Profesional Undang-Undang 1976 dan bahawa rakan-rakan bijaksana saya yang mewakili Majlis Peguam, Jabatan Peguam Negara dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur tidak mempunyai sebarang bantahan. Oleh yang demikian, saya dengan rendah diri memohon suatu perintah agar pempetisyen Encik Tan Wei Gan dapat diterima, masuk dan didaftarkan sebagai Peguam Cara dan Peguam Bela Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya.
ADC tiada bantahan ya Arif.
Majlis Peguam tiada bantahan Yang Arif.
Sangubah komiti tiada bantahan Yang Arif.
Baik, Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan Pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Encik Tan Wei Gan sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Encik Tan Wei Gan dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya memohon kebenaran dari Mahkamah Yang Mulia ini agar membenarkan Pempetisyen untuk menjubahkan diri beliau.
Silakan Encik Tan Wei Gan.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Ya, sama-sama.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Pempetisyen ketiga WA 18 315 02 2020 Lim Kai Kim.
Dengan izin Yang Arif,
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya Lim Kai Kim, Pempetisyen ketiga.
Ms. Lu.
dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya Lu Hui Yi, hadir sebagai Peguam Pengusul Pempetisyen Lim Kai Kim. Pada hari ini, rakan-rakan bijaksana saya yang masing-masing mewakili pelbahagia Peguam Negara Malaysia, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur telah pun diperkenalkan awal tadi. Yang Arif, saya memohon kebenaran Yang Arif untuk meneruskan hujahan saya dalam bahasa Inggeris.
Jadi benarkan.
Terima kasih Yang Arif. My lady, your humble petitioner Lim Kai Kim was born in Butterworth, Penang on the 21st of April 1996. Your petitioner was the second child of Mr. Lim Sam Kiao and Madam Goh Seong Yen. Yarif, Madam Goh is also a practicing solicitor in Butterworth with her own practice, Yarif. Your petitioner read law at the Queen Mary University of London for 3 years. She graduated with Bachelor's of Law with honours and obtained an upper second class. Your petitioner stayed on in London and enrolled herself to the Bar Professional Training course in the City Law School of London. The petitioner was admitted to the bar in England at Lincoln's Inn in November 2019, Yarif. In February 2020, your petitioner commenced her pupillage at the firm Chui, Saw and Lim under the tutelage of my learned friend, Dato Lim Chun Kim. On this memorable day, your humble petitioner would like to express her utmost gratitude to her family for their unconditional love, care, and support. Your petitioner would also like to take this opportunity to thank her pupil master for the ample guidance and for giving her the opportunity to get her hands on different areas of law, especially litigation. In particular, she is extremely grateful to be given the opportunity to attend to a hearing and to be involved in the trial. Your petitioner would also like to extend her gratitude to all in Chui, Saw and Lim for their kind assistance and to all her friends for their constant encouragement and for having her back throughout till today. Yarif, if I just may add a little bit, Yarif, the petitioner's mother and myself, we will call to the bar together 29 years ago, Yarif. So it is with great honor and pleasure that I am moving this call for her daughter, Yarif, the petitioner before your court. Yarif, saya percaya bahawa pempetition adalah orang yang sesuai dan layak untuk diterima masuk dan didaftaraikan sebagai peguam bela dan peguam cara Mahkamah Yang Mulia ini. Saya percaya bahawa semua kertas kuasa Pempetisyen adalah teratur dan rakan-rakan bijaksana saya dari Peguam Negara Malaysia, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur tidak mempunyai bantahan terhadap petisyen ini.
AGC tiada bantahan ya Arif?
Majlis Peguam tiada bantahan Yang Arif.
Kiabah Committee has no objection, My Lady.
Dengan itu Yang Arif, saya dengan rendah ini memohon Mahkamah Yang Mulia ini untuk menerima dan mendaftaraikan Pempetisyen iaitu Lim Kai Kim sebagai Peguam Cara, Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya.
Baik. Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan Pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Cik Lim Kai Kim sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Cik Lim Kai Kim dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
Terima kasih Yang Arif. Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya memohon kebenaran untuk Pempetisyen menyarungkan jubahnya sendiri.
Silakan Cik Lim Kai Kim.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Terima kasih Yang Arif. Masya Allah Yang Arif.
Pempetisyen kedua WA 18-268-02-2020 Chi Zi Chuan.
Mr. Chi, please unmute.
Dan izin Arif, nama saya Chi Zi Chuan, Pempetisyen yang kedua.
Yes. Ms. Ng. Ms. Ng, please unmute yourself too.
Minta maaf Yang Arif.
Yeah.
Ya. Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Ng Mong Fun, saya adalah Peguam Perusul Encik Chi Zi Chuan pada hari ini. Rakan-rakan bijaksana saya yang masing-masing mewakili yang berbahagia Peguam Negara Malaysia, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur yang telah pun diperkenalkan awal tadi. Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya ingin memohon kebenaran Yang Arif untuk meneruskan hujahan saya dalam bahasa English.
Dibenarkan?
May it please you, my lady. Your petitioner is the youngest child of Mr. Chi Yong Chan and Madam Kwan Si Mui. The petitioner completed his elementary education in Sekolah Jenis Kebangsaan Cina Chenmo, located at Petaling Jaya, and proceed to continue and complete secondary education in Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan Pusat Bandar Puchong Wan, Puchong Selangor. According to the petitioner, history and art has been his favorite subject, and naturally scoring A in the said subject has always been a walk in the park for the young petitioner. With his passion in history and art, the subject of law naturally became the preferred choice of your petitioner while deliberating his direction in his tertiary education. Your petitioner was working as an intern in Mrs. Mingyi & Co. between 2010 and 2017 while pursuing his law degree under the external program of University of London. Your petitioner practical experience under his present master, Ms. Liao Yo-yi, has reaffirmed his decisions and passion in law and has paved his way in pursuing his dream to become a good lawyer. Your petitioner journey in pursuing his dream in becoming a lawyer has not been an easy task for him. He has to juggle between work and study because he's doing it on a part-time basis. All his perseverance, determinations, and labor of hard work finally bear fruits when he graduated from his LLB undergraduate studies with second-class honor and subsequently completed his certificate of legal practice course in 2019. Upon completing his CRP course, your petitioner embarking his journey to pupillage. During his journey of discovery, your petitioner was exposed to different spectrum of learning experience and has learned from more than one pupil master. However, his journey to complete his full cycle of his pupillage has eventually directed him to complete his pupillage under the tutelage of my learned good friend, Miss Liao Yu of Mrs. Mingy & Co. A journey that he has begun with and eventually completed it at the same learning spot. My lady, on this day of admissions, the petitioner would like to, first and foremost, express his utmost gratitude and appreciation to his family. To his parents, no words can express how thankful he is for their endless and unconditional love, support, encouragement, and sacrifice to nurture him into who he is today. In his growing year, your petitioner recalled the days when his father often accompanied him to the bookshop in order to instill the habit of reading in him. And your petitioner mother was constantly concerned over his health and well-being. They were and still are his pillar of strength throughout his journey in becoming a lawyer. To his brother and sister, your petitioner would like to thank them for their unconditional and undivided financial and moral support and presence throughout the years. The petitioner also would like to take this opportunity to thank to his one and only Miss Tan Jun Mei for being his pillar of strength and for her unconditional support and love throughout your petitioner's journey in becoming a lawyer. Further, your petitioner would also like to convey his heartfelt appreciation to his master, Miss Liao Yu, his mentor and a dear friend that he has known for almost 10 years, for accepting your petitioner under her wings when he almost lost faith and gave up hope in his direction, as well as sharing with your petitioner her invaluable wisdom, experience, and guidance, as well as imparting her skill to your petitioner since 2010 while he's doing his internship under her, that have also shaped your petitioner career and professional life today. Your petitioner also expressed his gratitude to Mr. Eric Liao, the learned partner of Mrs. Mingy & Co., for his guidance and skill in drafting and preparing work for civil litigation proceeding. And last but not least, my lady, your petitioner also would like to thank all his colleagues in Mrs. Mingy & Co. for their kindness and assistance. My lady, I believe that the petitioner is a fit and proper person to be admitted and enrolled as an advocate and solicitor for this honorable court. I believe all petitioner papers are in order and that my learned friends from the Attorney General's Chambers, Malaysian Bar and the Kuala Lumpur Bar Committee respectively have no objection to this motion. Court to admit and enroll petitioner Chi Zichuan as an advocate and solicitors of the High Court of Malaya. Much obliged, Yang Arif.
Kami tiada bantahan, Yang Arif.
Majlis Peguam tiada bantahan, Yang Arif.
Tiada bantahan, Yang Arif.
Baik. Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan Pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Encik Chi Zichuan sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Encik Chi Zichuan dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendapat.
Yang Arif, may I request Mr. Chi Zichuan to robe himself as an advocate and solicitors?
Silakan Encik Chi Zichuan.
Terima kasih, Tuan Arif.
Much obliged, Yang Arif.
Terima kasih, Arif.
Ya.
Pempetisyen keempat WA 18-34302-2020 Sherlyn Ling Ji An.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya Sherlyn Ling Ji An, pempetisyen keempat.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Wong Puyi, Peguam Pengusul yang mewakili Pempetisyen Sherlyn Ling Ji An. Bersama-sama saya adalah rakan-rakan bijaksana saya yang mewakili Jabatan Peguam Negara Malaysia, Majlis Peguam dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur yang telah pun diperkenalkan terlebih dahulu hari ini. Dengan izin Yang Arif, Saya memohon kebenaran untuk meneruskan hujahan saya dalam bahasa English.
Dibenarkan.
Terima kasih Yang Arif. Yang Arif, may I introduce the petitioner Shelin Ling GN. My lady, the petitioner is the eldest daughter of Mr. Ling Hua Chuan and Madam Susan Ko Chu Song, and sister to two younger siblings, Jason and Daniel Ling. The petitioner read law at Cardiff University and was conferred a Bachelor of Laws degree in 2017. Subsequently, the petitioner went on to complete the Bar Professional Training course and was admitted to the Bar of England and Wales in 2018 as a member of the Honourable Society of Lincoln's Inn. Following that, the petitioner commenced her pupillage and tutoring and Van Gazel under her pupil master, Mr. Marcus Van Gazel. At a tender age, I was told, the petitioner harbour hopes of one day being able to advocate to society. The petitioner considers the legal system often evolves alongside civilization, constantly being challenged through activism and malleable by interpretation, which piqued her interest to read law. Raised in a humble home, as the eldest child of a sole breadwinner, Mr. Ling Hua Chuan, the petitioner worked hard to obtain financial grants and undertook side jobs to lighten the financial burdens of a family. The petitioner's milestone today is the account of a journey alongside a winding road, teeming with adversities which she prevailed over with industry and tenacity, but not without the support of others. For this very reason, the petitioner would like to take this momentous occasion to record her utmost gratitude and heartfelt appreciation to the following people. First and foremost, to her parents for their unconditional love and sacrifices, especially her mother, who has poured blood, sweat, and tears even when times were tough. Second, to her brothers, who do not always express their affection, but would undoubtedly rush to her aid whenever needed. Her grandmother for her prayers and encouragement, to Tay Zien Han for being her pillar of strength, who goes beyond and above so that the petitioner is not alone in overcoming challenges. To Gabriel Zhu, Manir Singh, and Ng Xiao Le for their comradeship who accompanied the petitioner throughout law school, bar school, and pupillage, making the experience colourful. To her university housemates and those close friends for their moral support and who would always reach out to lend a listening ear. To her teachers, colleagues, and pupil master for imparting knowledge and providing tutelage which served to reinforce her interest in a legal career. And lastly, to the petitioner's mover, Ms. Wong Pui, for showing her the ropes in the legal industry and who has generously taken time out of her busy schedule to move this call. During her pupillage, Yang Arif, your petitioner learned that law is a privileged profession of lifelong learning. With privilege comes responsibility. Hence, the petitioner promises to always uphold the values and honor of the profession and to practice humility while building the confidence to strive towards bigger goals. Yang Arif, saya sesungguhnya percaya bahawa Pempetisyen adalah seorang yang sesuai dan layak untuk diterima masuk dan didaftarkan sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya. Saya percayai bahawa semua surat cara Pempetisyen adalah teratur dan saya percayai bahawa rakan-rakan bijaksana saya daripada pihak-pihak yang berkenaan masing-masing tiada bantahan mengenai petisyen ini. Oleh yang demikian, saya dengan rendah diri memohon supaya Pempetisyen Shelin Ling GN diterima masuk dan didaftaraikan sebagai seorang Peguam Cara, Peguam dan Peguam Bela Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya.
Edisi tiada bantahan ya, Arif.
Majlis Peguam tiada bantahan Yang Arif.
Ya, Bak Komiti tiada bantahan Yang Arif.
Baik, Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan Pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Cik Shelin Ling GN sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Cik Shelin Ling GN dan penerimaannya didaftarkan oleh pendaftar.
Terima kasih Yang Arif. Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya memohon kebenaran mahkamah yang mulia ini untuk membenarkan pempetisyen memakai jubahnya sendiri.
Silakan Cik Sherlyn Ling GN.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Baik.
Terima kasih Yang Arif, much obliged.
Yes. Next.
Pempetisyen kelima WA 18-345-02-2020 Desmond Man Ching Yong.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya Desmond Man Ching Yong, Pempetisyen kelima.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Harvinder Singh, anak lelaki Saran Singh, Peguam pengusul bagi pihak pempetisyen Desmond Man Ching Yong pada hari ini. Rakan-rakan bijaksana saya yang masing-masing mewakili Yang Berbahagia Peguam Negara Malaysia, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur telah diperkenalkan awal tadi. Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya memohon kebenaran Yang Arif untuk meneruskan prosiding dalam bahasa Inggeris.
Ya, silakan.
My lady, please allow me to give a brief background of the petitioner. The petitioner was born in Selangor on the 22nd day of May 1996 as the eldest child of Mr. Man Siu Ming and Madam Hao Ping Ping. It is the petitioner's sincerest wish that he be able to proclaim that practicing law has always been his lifelong dream and ambition. However, nothing could be further from the truth. Amusing enough, the petitioner's early ambitions ranged from various professions, from being an astronaut to being a doctor to even being a pilot. A frequent question that often flirts across the petitioner's mind is how he somehow ended up in this particular field. However, at this point in his life, the petitioner can say with complete and utter sincerity, he would not have it any other way. The petitioner wishes to tell his beloved parents that it is high time for them to stop worrying about him. He has made it. It is now time for his parents to turn their care and concern towards themselves and to tend to themselves. He promises to uphold his sacred duties proudly and fearlessly as an advocate and solicitor and lend his voice to the ones who need it. The petitioner took his first leap into the legal field when he decided to take up law as a subject in his A-levels examinations, which he undertook at INTI International University, Nilai. Upon completion of his A-levels, with results that no one should ever ask the petitioner about moving onwards, okay, with his degree in Bachelor of Laws and completed his final year. The petitioner completed his final year and graduated from the University of Liverpool in 2018. Following that, the petitioner stayed on in the UK, commencing his bar professional training course in Manchester. After countless bottles of beer and many sleepless nights, the petitioner was admitted into the Honourable Society of Lincoln's Inn as a barrister of England and Wales. Upon his return to his beloved homeland, the petitioner underwent his chambering at the esteemed law firm P.S. Ranjan & Co. Had he not been showered with the unconditional support, encouragement, and love that the petitioner's parents, sister, and grandparents had shown. His success gains meaning because of them. After all, the saying goes, success in life has nothing to do with what you gain in life or accomplish for yourself. It is what you do for others. The petitioner would like to express his utmost gratitude to his master, Mr. Manmohan, as well as Mr. P.S. Ranjan and Mr. Karthi Kantabalan for their guidance and pearls of wisdom throughout his pupillage. The petitioner is likewise eternally grateful to his fellow pupil mates, Guna, Amelia, Wei Ping, and Nimal, all of whom made pupillage more endurable and even enjoyable at times. Throughout this journey, the petitioner was fortunate to have by his side countless friends. Without them, the possibility of the petitioner being a cafe barista would likely be so much higher than him being a barrister at law. On this special day, the petitioner would like to personally express his sincerest and heartfelt appreciation to his friends, in particular, Alicia, Tiffany, Zitsung, Alicia, and Brenda, as well as to the unspeakable 3+1 group. Murder is a serious offence carrying capital punishment under the Penal Code. Lastly, the petitioner is also thankful to me for moving his call, which is my pleasure actually, Yang Arif. Yang Arif, saya percaya pempetisyen adalah seorang yang berkelayakan menurut Akta Profesyen Undang-Undang untuk diterima masuk dan didaftaraikan sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya. Saya juga percaya bahawa segala surat cara pempetisyen adalah teratur dan rakan-rakan saya daripada Jabatan Peguam Negara, Majlis Peguam dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur tiada bantahan di atas permohonan ini. Oleh yang demikian, Yang Arif, saya dengan rendah diri mengusulkan Mahkamah Yang Mulia ini untuk menerima dan mendaftaraikan pempetisyen Desmond Mancing Yong sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya.
Kami tiada bantahan, Yang Arif.
Tiada bantahan, Yang Arif.
Tiada bantahan, Yang Arif.
Baik, Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Encik Desmond Mancing Yong sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama dan penerimaan Desmond Mancing Yong didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
Terima kasih, Yang Arif. Yang Arif, saya memohon kebenaran untuk pempetisyen menyarungkan jubahnya.
Silakan Cik Desmond Mancing Yong.
Terima kasih, Yang Arif.
Terima kasih, Yang Arif.
Pempetisyen ke-6 WA 18 36502-2020 Sarah Tiong Wei Shin.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya Sarah Tiong Wei Shin, pempetisyen ke-6.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya Lim Yin Fei, Peguam Pengusul bagi mewakili pihak pempetisyen ke-6 Sarah Tiong Wei Shin pada hari ini. Rakan-rakan bijaksana saya yang masing-masing mewakili Peguam Negara Malaysia, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur telah pun diperkenalkan awal tadi. Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya dengan rendah diri memohon kebenaran mahkamah untuk meneruskan hujahan saya dalam bahasa Inggeris.
Dibenarkan.
Much obliged, my lady. My lady, your humble petitioner is the middle child to Mr. Tiong Ho Chong and Madam Wong Lei Lee. She was born in Kuching and raised in Cebu. The petitioner read law at the University of Leeds, United Kingdom, in which she obtained her Bachelor of Laws degree. Thereafter, the petitioner completed her bar professional training course at BPP University, Leeds, and was subsequently admitted as a barrister at law of the Honourable Society of Middle Temple in year 2019. Upon coming back from the UK, the petitioner commenced her pupillage under the chambers of my learned friend, Mr. Vinu Kamalanathan. My lady, when the petitioner asked me to be her mover, I asked her several questions, such as how her pupillage was. My lady, the petitioner had extremely high praise for her pupil master and supervising partner, Mr. Vinu and Mr. Conrad Lopez. She also impressed on her love for litigation, which was increased when she had a short stint at Dog Brief for Legal Aid, and she loves helping those in need. My lady, the petitioner strongly believes that her 9 months glimpse into practice at the bar has been a rewarding and an unparalleled experience, and she looks forward to practice in a professional manner. On this memorable day, the petitioner would like to express a profound gratitude to her parents, Mr. Tiong Ho Chong and Madam Wong Lei Lee, for their unwavering love and support to ensure that the petitioner had and will have the best in life. Her parents never cease to believe in her in everything she does, and they have constantly pushed her to achieve great things in life. To her two siblings, Deborah, who has her own dental practice in Cebu, and Lydia, who is currently working in the UK, the petitioner thanks them for their presence throughout all the years and for them always having her back no matter what. The petitioner wishes to convey that they are the best siblings that one could ever ask for. The petitioner would not be where she is today if not for her family's undying love, understanding, and sacrifices. Aside from her family, the petitioner would also like to thank a few key people in her life. Firstly, her pupil master, Mr. Vinu Kamalanathan, for his invaluable guidance, patience, and advice. Petitioner specifically recalls his advice to remember the main role of an advocate and solicitor is to act without fear or favor. That is something that she will carry with her throughout her legal career and strive to do. The petitioner wishes to also convey her profound thanks to her supervising partner, Mr. Conrad Lopez, for providing a conducive learning environment to the petitioner during her pupillage. Also to her colleagues, past and present, in Messrs. Vinu and Lopez, for their support and kindness that made her first entrance into the legal industry so much more colorful. She would also wishes to extend her appreciation to her friends for their companionship and comfort, specifically her close friends, Siwin, Brandon, Xuan, Sheyin, and Siu Wei, for being there from the beginning of her legal adventure. And lastly, her dog brief mates from Legal Aid Program, especially Ian Chin, for the laughter, support, and friendship that made her last few months of pupillage more enjoyable. Yang Arif, saya percaya bahawa pihak Pempetisyen adalah seorang yang sesuai dan berkelayakan untuk diterima dan didaftarkan sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya. Saya juga percaya bahawa semua kertas-kertas kauza teratur dan tiada bantahan terhadap petisi ini. Oleh itu, saya dengan rendah dirinya memohon kepada Mahkamah yang mulia ini untuk membenarkan Pempetisyen Sarah Tiong Wei Shin untuk diterima masuk dan didaftarkan sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya.
Kami tiada bantahan, Yang Arif.
Majlis Peguam tiada bantahan, Yang Arif.
Khabar komiti tiada bantahan, Yang Arif.
Baik, Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan Pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Cik Sarah Tiong Wei Shin sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Cik Sarah Tiong Wei dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
Terima kasih Yang Arif. Dengan rendah dirinya, saya memohon agar Pempetisyen dibenarkan untuk menjubahkannya diri sendiri.
Silakan Cik Sarah Tiong Wei Shin.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Yes.
Pempetisyen ketujuh WA 18-1975-11-2019 Brandon Lee Jia Shen.
Dengan izin Arif, nama saya Brandon Lee Jia Shen, Pempetisyen ketujuh.
Ya.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya Yu Suat Hun, Peguam Penyusul bagi Pempetisyen ketujuh Brandon Lee Jia Shen. Bersama-sama saya adalah rakan-rakan bijaksana saya yang mewakili yang berbahagia Jabatan Peguam Negara Malaysia, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur adalah seperti yang diperkenalkan tadi. Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya dengan rendah diri memohon kebenaran mahkamah ini untuk meneruskan hujaan saya dalam bahasa Inggeris.
Ya, dibenarkan.
My lady, may I introduce my lady's petitioner? The petitioner who stands before my lady is Brandon Lee Jia Shen. He is 27 and is the eldest child to Mr. Tony Lee and myself. Should my lady enroll the petitioner today, the petitioner will be the second advocate and solicitor in the family, and this will make the family proud. The petitioner had an earlier education at Sekolah Kebangsaan Sri Selangor and continue his secondary education at SMK UHA 4. As a science stream student, his decision to enter law came as a surprise to us and was made after the completion of his secondary education. He continued his tertiary studies in MMU's law faculty. Upon completion, the petitioner commenced his pupillage in Mrs. Chow Kok Leong and Co. under the tutelage of my learned friend, Dato Chow Kok Leong, where he dabbed in family law before wishing to try his hand at other fields of law, thus transferring his pupillage to Mrs. K.C. Hugh and Co. under the tutelage of my learned friend, Mr. Hugh Kok Chung. My lady, on this memorable day, the petitioner would like to express his utmost gratitude and appreciation to his family for his unconditional love, encouragement, and support, as he would not be here today without them. The petitioner would also like to record his appreciation to the two masters who have been very patiently guided him in the last 9 months, Dato Chow Kok Leong and Mr. Hugh Kok Chung. The petitioner has gathered a lot of knowledge in the various fields of law through their guidance. The petitioner would also like to thank everyone in Mrs. Chow Kok Leong and Co. and Mrs. K.C. Hugh and Co. for their guidance and support. It has been an honor for the petitioner to work alongside such great advocates and solicitors. My lady, I humbly submit that the petitioner is a fit and proper person to be admitted and enrolled as an advocate and solicitor of this honorable court. I believe all the petitioner's papers are in order and there are no objections from my learned friends from the Attorney General's Chambers, the Bar Council, and the State Bar. Therefore, I humbly submit that the petitioner, Brendan Lee Jia Shen, be admitted and enrolled as an advocate and solicitor of the High Court of Malaya.
AGC tiada bantahan ya, Arif?
Tiada bantahan Yang Arif.
Jabat Komiti tiada bantahan Yang Arif.
Baik, Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Encik Brendan Lee Jia Shen sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Kuala dan memerintahkan nama dan penerimaannya iaitu Encik Brendan Lee Jia Shen didaftaraikan oleh pendapat.
Terima kasih Yang Arif. Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya dengan rendah diri memohon agar Mahkamah Yang Mulia ini untuk membenarkan pempetisyen Brendan Lee Jia Shen menjubahkan dirinya.
Silakan Encik Brendan Lee Jia Shen.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Ya.
Dengan ini saya menjemput Yang Arif Hakim untuk memberikan ucapan.
Baik, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good morning to everyone. Senior Federal Counsel Tuan Muhammad Fitri bin Sadaruddin, representatives of the Attorney General's Chambers.
Ya, Arif.
Ms. S. Suhir Tamala, representative of the Malaysian Bar Council. Mr. Shugan Raman, representative of the Kuala Lumpur and Selangor Bar Committee. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Malaysian Judiciary, I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate all petitioners on your admission as advocates and solicitors of the High Court of Malaya. I would also like to congratulate your beloved parents and your loved ones who have sacrificed a lot to get you to where you are today. Congratulations to the masters who had willingly and diligently shared their legal knowledge during the 9 months of pupillage period to all petitioners on the reality of this profession, not to forget to all family members and friends who have been giving unwavering support to all petitioners throughout the journey. It can be said that the current situation shows that the average young lawyers will face the challenges of a competitive job market. Be that as it may, I believe that no matter what challenges and obstacles arises, it will not be a hindrance for this profession to continuously grow, and the services of the petitioners are still needed. One of the fundamental responsibilities of an advocate is to maintain the highest professional standard of integrity and competence at all times. In order to succeed, your desire for success should be greater than your fear of failure. It takes years of experience to a skillful advocate. Continuous professional developments and education can only enhance our legal competence. Spend your time in your initial years in the bar developing your advocacy skills, and technology has also transformed the practice of law. So whether you like it or not, lawyers must be proficient in a wide range of technology platforms. I would like to emphasize that it is not just the intellectual skill that comes with work at the bar, but also the integrity which should be inherent in lawyers as officers of the court. On a daily basis, in the functioning of the courts, the legal profession plays a pivotal role, for lawyers not only carries his professional duties he is trained for towards his client, he also assumes a role in safeguarding the sanctity of the legal system. So, for to do otherwise would be detrimental for its proper functioning. It should be emphasized that a lawyer is also an officer of the court and has the duty to assist the court in upholding justice. A lawyer needs to ensure that he performs his role well when dealing with the court. A lawyer who is well prepared with his case will smoothen the court's process. It is my hope that young lawyers take cognizance about legal ethics, for it reflects this profession. Be mindful of your speech and behavior and do not tarnish this profession. Read and understand the act, regulation, and rules related to this profession to ensure that every lawyer knows about their rights and limitations in the administration of justice. As young lawyers, try to learn from a more senior, experienced lawyer. Find time and observe how they handle cases with maturity, wisdom, and prudence. This will indirectly help you when handling cases, especially the type of case, applicable law, as well as advocacy skills. Lawyers as guardian of the law play a vital role in the preservation of society. The fulfillment of this role requires an understanding by lawyers of their relationship with and function in our legal system. They are first and foremost officers of the court. This is a role of paramount importance within the justice system because they assist the court to arrive at a just decision. It is the lawyer who sets up the factual basis for a dispute, the complaint of his client, who conducts the trial in accordance with the principles of natural justice, and of course significantly provides guidance to the court in relation to the law. In undertaking these duties, a lawyer's primary and overriding duty is owed to the court. It is therefore of fundamental importance for lawyers to comprehend and accept that while they are agents for their clients who pay them for the work they undertake, their cardinal duty is to ensure that their presentation of their client's case and the law is honest, relevant, and of sufficient competence to assist the court. Observe the ethics and legal responsibilities in order to instill public confidence towards this profession. In all cases, it is a shared responsibility between the bar and the judiciary to uphold the rule of law and to ensure that the justice system is served in transparent and fair manner. I'm confident that you will strive to achieve distinction in the pursuit of your career, and towards this course, be respectful of the bench, the bar, your clients, adversaries in court, and everyone that you come into contact with. Mutual respect must be maintained and observed. Last but not least, be a lawyer who is dedicated, full of integrity, ethical and high discipline, and strive to improve skills and knowledge in this profession for the better future, not only for the petitioners, but also this profession. Thank you very much, and the court is adjourned.